Welcome back to my channel, Shar Heart. To all my dear heart friends and viewers, I am needing to make another swatch sheet for the other brand of skin tone markers. And this was a project I started, and I wasn't sure how I wanted to do the faces, so I didn't finish the faces, which turns out to be lucky because I can use this and vary the way that the faces are, and even leave it without hair and make a swatching sheet, or make a swatching sheet that I can move around the facial expressions for the different swatches and make different hairstyles. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you me tracing this onto a copy sheet paper. That way I can make copies. They're all going to have squares. And make the square slightly bigger. And I think I'm going to have it where the swatches go above, like in this area here. But make it where it's like slightly bigger. And then I'll make about, let's see, I think maybe 8 of these. And that's another reason why I want to make it where I can have either facial expressions change or hairstyles. So I'm attempt to trace. The first one is going to be traced with the hair, and then off camera I'm going to do the other ones with no hair and no facial expressions, but the same pose or a similar pose. Yeah, I think the same pose. So I'm going to do this one on camera so you can see me work my art. And pause it for a second and set this up. Make sure I have this on the right side. Last time I did not. Like that. The dull side goes up. The shiny side is the part that's going to transfer. Alright. Gotta pause it for a sec. Okay. Let's start tracing it. And I have this tool. This is what came with the tracing set for the carbon paper. And that's all I'm going to do today is just trace it. And so that I don't have larger videos. They're like an hour long. And then I'll show you the finished project. When I have like all of them traced. Before I start coloring. That way you'll see what the swatch sheet looks like. I might also want to do this part first, so I can make the square the size I want it. Which, by the way, I have my recording camera that I like to use, but I'm not at my desk. I'm on my bed today. I had a week that's a little busier than my body can handle, and my legs are hurting, my hands are hurting, but that's why I'm doing tracing. I wasn't in a shape to do a whole new character. But this is new to you guys because I've never shown this video. Once I have the face and stuff traced, then like when I have it done on the project that it's going to be on, then I'll do the swatching coloring, and I'll also have a separate sheet to practice the different expressions and stuff, and use my other art supplies. So I want one for the Ohuhu skin liner, Ohuhu skin tone markers, and I also want one for the Copic that I bought. Copic only has 5, so it'll be a faster video. So I might do that one first, because my hands are going to need a break where I'm not doing a lot of tracing or drawing for a little bit. So I might throw in some footage of my game with the Tears of the Kingdom, Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Get a little bit further in on the next boss area where I'm going to help the desert people deal with Ganon's influence. And check out, I forgot her name, but check out the leader, the guru, female. Check out her new moves. I started part of it, and I don't remember if I posted it, so I have to go back and look at my gaming videos to see if I did the part where she's introduced and she recognized Link and she asked him to help her practice with her skills. I don't know if I posted it. Make sure I did all of that, hopefully. And then find a temple. Every time I go to an area, I have to break it up where you are experiencing the trip to find a place, meeting the old friends from before the whole incident happened, and then making sure that the after introduction that we go to the main part where everything's gonna happen, film all the video where it goes over setting up the scene, and then separate the parts where I do the finding and the puzzles to complete the dungeon and find the enemy and fight the enemy. And then once I find the enemy, I do another separate video, whatever cinema goes along with it, and the other video shows the aftermath. I think normally I do the fight, then the aftermath, when everything's completed and the boss has been beat. And then they have usually the awakening of the sage. So you see what happens once the boss is beat and an ancestor talks to the new sage of the temple. And each temple is like an elemental place. So far I've done fire and wind. I have water and lightning. They did lightning instead of earth. So fire and water so far. Then I'm going to work on the lightning one. I mean, not fire and water. Fire and wind so far. Then I'm working on the lightning. And then work on the one with water. Usually the water temple is a little bit more elaborate. It takes a little bit more effort to solve the puzzles. And before my experience with the desert, it was pretty much the same. It took a lot of effort to solve the puzzles. Hopefully I got all that traced. And check it. Pausing. Okay. I see I did miss the arm over there, so I'm going to do that real quick. I tried to multitask, but I can't do that anymore. Some of it's my disability, some of it's just age. Get to a certain point, you don't multitask as well. With me, there's so many things distracting me, and the way that my nerves and the brain does what I need it to do, it messes up how my memory works. So it's very difficult for me to learn new things since I started having symptoms. Alright, so now I have this part traced. I'm not going to do it on this video because I'm keeping the video short, but I will have like boxes where you can swatch and spaces where you can name each color that you swatch. And I'll do black liner this. Then you'll see the finished product. I don't know if I'm going to do it on camera, but I wanted to show you this is what I'm going to do for my next swatching shapes for Ohuhu and Copic. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment. And after I do all the swatching of the different markers, I'm going to start back to doing different sceneries. I do have a comparison sheet. I don't have it where I can reach it, but I have a comparison sheet where everything's the same drawing, and I think I copied it out. I drew it, traced it, and copied it out, I think 3 or 4 times, so it's perfect for doing my skin tone markers. Thanks for watching, and she'll see you next time over there on my desk. Bye-bye.